Hi, I'm Enchanting Nubianette. Welcome back. And to all of you who are new to my channel, welcome. Let's get into it. A Louisiana mother, 35-year-old Callie Burnett, and her youngest daughter were transitioned by her boyfriend. Callie Burnett had a toxic relationship with Daniel Callihan. She lived in a trailer home located in Louisiana with her two adorable daughters. Unfortunately, the mother was violently harmed and passed away on her bedroom floor. Callie's father found her and notified the police right away. Sadly, her two precious daughters were abducted or taken away by Daniel Callihan. The police received the information from the girls' grandfather. For some odd reason, the Amber Alert took 3 hours to circulate throughout the system. Even the state sheriff mentioned, in quotes, "In hindsight, we wish it had gone out sooner," end of quotes. Reasons for the delay? Key details were missing from the Amber Alert form. At this stage, the form should be filled out promptly while the person is present or on the phone or online. Now everyone, I researched this information. I knew that this alert had been around for many years. Here are the specifics. The Amber Alert system was created in 1996 by Dallas Fort Worth broadcasters and local police to help find abducted children. Back in 1996, specifically Arlington, Texas, a 9-year-old girl, Amber Hagerman, was kidnapped and deceased while riding her bike. The name Amber stands for America's Missing Broadcast Emergency Response. So, why on earth was the alert delayed in this case after the girl's mom was found deceased and the kids were missing? Honestly, I've watched a few interviews where parents have shared that the Amber Alert was delayed or there wasn't an alert at all. Now back to the news story. Then, for no apparent reason, he permanently unalived one of the girls, Callie Burnett, in the woods. She was only 4 years old. Thankfully, the older sister, 6-year-old Julie Burnett, was found in her mother's car, also in the woods. Hours ago, she was released from the hospital by her grandparents and taken by her grandparents. I can't imagine the horrible memory she has of this monster, especially the heinous crimes he caused pertaining to her mom and younger sister, Erin. Mind you, at times, he placed the girls in a large cage. They were found by police. Another key factor is there was a second accomplice, 32-year-old woman named Victoria Cox, probably another girlfriend of Callihan. She was arrested on Friday morning at the Oyo Hotel. The children were discovered just a few miles away from this hotel located on McClure Road and Bossier Drive. Also, Victoria Cox's residence was only less than a mile away from Callie Burnett and her daughter's home. I believe that Victoria Cox sought out Callie Burnett and her two daughters. Then she plotted with Daniel Callihan. When the suspect was interviewed wearing a yellow jumpsuit, reporters asked Callihan if he committed the crimes against the girls and the mom. Blatantly, he admitted to this crime. Daniel Callihan said, in quotes, "Usually he takes medication." That day he was sober, while only on Lexapro, and admitted to the crime. Additionally, the suspect stated, in quotes, that he has been diagnosed with borderline multiple personality disorder. However, Daniel Callihan responded to the reporter's question, why? He admitted, in quotes, "I did not have a reason for doing what I did," end of quotes. Currently, he's in communication with a lawyer. He's on watch. but he is not, or he said there is no need for it. And I cannot say the actual words of the type of watch or observation he's been placed on due to YouTube's rules. In his words, Daniel Callihan prefers to receive the lethal injection. Point blank, he said that he deserves a D penalty for his crimes. He expects to be punished. Although Daniel Callihan shared that he has a diagnosis of borderline multiple personality, he can identify right from wrong, just like he was on the run. And police officers found him in Mississippi. Now Callihan has gotten a defense team of lawyers for his upcoming trial. He has a rationale and knows exactly what he's doing. This man lacks compassion, morals, and the value of human life. Even with his mental disorder or mental issues, there is absolutely no excuse. He must face consequences for the intentional passing of 2 individuals. A few of Daniel Callihan's neighbors shared that he's been demonstrating bizarre behavior shortly before he committed the crimes. And on Fox 26 Houston, 2 employees who are advocates for human trafficking prevention mentioned another motive for people being taken into human trafficking. These criminals are kidnapping especially young women and children for money, but also the children who are very vocal and non-compliant with the offenders. Since the criminals are unable to force them or scare them into working for them, they will cause them to permanently leave this world. So instead of having a living person, they will remove the deceased person's skin. And this youthful skin full of collagen is very valuable. It's used to replace older skin during these beauty procedures such as BBLs, liposuction, and so many others. I never knew that skin was such a high commodity, and the lengths people are illegally obtaining it from deceased people. The educators mentioned how criminals in human trafficking are working in schools, daycare centers, becoming forced appearance and holding various roles to gain full access to children. Unfortunately, these criminals are learning all of the new strategies to avoid being caught by law enforcement. They are attending workshops and getting educated, so there will be several steps ahead. Once again, when someone who is dating, especially with children, background checks should be made on the people you date. Now, while reading online articles, I learned about a crime committed by Daniel's relative. In 1990, Daniel Callihan's father, Callie Wainwright, went to jail due to kidnapping, committing, and assaulting and unaliving an 18-year-old Rebecca Forbes. Droit beat Rebecca Forbes savagely, placed her in a car, and dumped the teenager's body into a river. Somehow, Callie Wainwright managed to escape jail. Then he kidnapped and fired a weapon at another woman. Instead of being accountable for his crimes, so the apple did not fall far from the tree. Even though Callihan did not take his father's surname, history repeats itself. What a disgrace. I'm really curious about the length of time Callie and Daniel knew each other. How did Daniel Callihan approach her and charmed his way into her life? Was Callie Burnett aware of his mental illness or his medications? And as Daniel mentioned, Lexapro, it's a medicine used to treat certain mental or mood disorders, for example, anxiety, depression. It's needed to restore the balance of serotonin in the brain. I know there are plenty of people on Lexapro who are functionally well in society. They are able to live safely within the community, keep their jobs, and fulfill their responsibilities, unlike him. And as we all know, Daniel Callihan's mental state was severe, or is severe. He doesn't know why he harmed his victims, and he inherited an extreme disposition to violate other people, just like his dad. Daniel Callihan faces charges of capital M, armed robbery and incestual battery. Now he'll be extradited back to the parish where the crimes took place. There, he will be charged with at least one charge of first-degree M. What are your thoughts about this case? Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks a million, and stay safe wherever you are.